Hi guys, I feel like it's been forever since I've made a video because it kind of has been. I've been really busy and I should have pre-recorded videos but I didn't, so not good. But anyway, I just wanted to sort of make a video saying, you know, Happy New Year. Also, I think it's my third, I should have looked this up before I filmed this, but it's either my third or fourth YouTube anniversary. I think it's my third. Anyway, that happened on Christmas Day, and usually I make a video on Christmas Day, but this year I didn't. But yeah, so another year has gone by in my YouTube existence. And what else? New Year's. Basically, I'm just going to talk about, I guess, some New Year's resolutions, since everybody makes a video like that. I figured it would be a good idea. Also because I keep a journal or a diary. I don't know what the feminine version of it is. I think it's a diary. Whatever. I write stuff down. And a few days ago, I looked back at last year's sort of like New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve entry. And I had written down resolutions for this year, 2012, that I totally forgot about. So I was reading them, and again, like, I had not remembered that I even made this list until a few days ago. So I looked at it, and I actually did almost all of them. The one thing that I didn't do was learn how to surf, which, not that important, but I actually did most of them, and I was very surprised, since I thought that I probably didn't do any of them. But I did, so I was successful with that. So I made another list this year. I'm not going to talk about everything on it, but just a few things. And I was saying before, like, I probably, before a few days ago, would have said, New Year's resolutions aren't a big deal, don't bother. But after seeing that I actually did it, I feel like it's a really good thing to do. And I'm definitely, sorry, I have allergies. Okay, I definitely am going to do them every year. And I think it's good to do them, because I actually did them. So, they work if you do them. Anyway, I think that you should have, or I think it's beneficial to have, specific goals that you can reach, you know what I mean? And also, sort of like overall things to focus on for the year, but, at the end of the year you can't actually measure it and say, I did this, sort of things to work towards and think about. So I think it's good to have a mixture of both. I guess I'll start with, my sort of overall one, which, again, I can't really measure this at the end of the year and be like, I did this, but I'm going to keep it in the back of my mind, or the front of my mind, actually, throughout the year, and, like, for the rest of my life, pretty much. It's Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, rather in humility value others above yourselves. I love that, and I really want to do that because I think it's important. And it doesn't mean, I feel like at first glance you'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to neglect myself, but it doesn't mean you have to neglect yourself. It means, because you can't really help others unless you yourself are motivated to do that. So I think you should, work on yourself and take time for yourself, obviously not neglect yourself, but, take care of yourself enough to a point where you can then focus on others and try and bring attention to them. And always be about yourself, because it's like, less self, really. And again, that does not equate to neglecting yourself. It just means focus on others, and do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. That's a big one. Really, most things that we do, if they're good things, usually have like a lot of selfishness in them, or at least a hint of selfishness. So they're not always, you know what I mean, for the better of other people. So I think it's good to focus on things that you don't have any sort of selfish attachment to, that you can do. Even to let other people know that you're doing it is a selfish thing, you know what I mean? And that's, I think, rooted in a lot of charity, is the idea that other people will look to you as someone who cares about stuff, and that's selfish. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to focus on that sort of as an overall, through the year thing, and again, really forever, because it doesn't have a time, stamp on it. And for my goal things that I actually can say I stuck to this. I don't want to have like junk food or anything in my house. I don't know. I feel like it's just not good to always have like cookies and stuff in your house, because not just me, but like other people in my house, you know, you just sit there and you just mindlessly like eat for no reason. And not that it's like a weight thing, but just sort of like a healthy thing. I don't think it's good to do that. So I'm not going to do that. And that's an easy thing to do. It's like I'm just not going to buy that for my house. And I'm not going to have it in my house. So that's one tangible thing that I know that I can say at the end of the year if I did or didn't do. It's kind of an easy one. And then another thing is that, and I have a friend doing this with me to sort of hold each other accountable, is that I want to, when I wake up, before I start my day, and right before I go to sleep, so it's the first thing I do and the last thing I do, is I want to read something from the Bible. I'm not sure, it doesn't have to be a set, you know, a specific thing that I have to follow, not like follow in my life, that's the point, but like, it doesn't, I could just flip to anything and read that, you know what I mean? There's no set rules that I'm making for this. So I just want to read it in the morning and then read it in right before I go to sleep. Just to get inspired and have it on my mind and sort of let it guide me through my day. So I think that, and we're going to check in with each other once a week, you know, and just like cross off if we did in the morning and at night, and then see and make sure that we did it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, it's another thing where you can see if you did it or you didn't do it. So what else? I'm still working on a new background. I hope you can hear me because I know that I'm filming on my webcam and it sounds like a helicopter's going to go off or an airplane or something. But what else? I hope you guys have a good New Year. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, since I didn't make a Christmas video. Not sure what videos I'm going to have next, but you know, I'm going to continue to do the prank calls and all that, hopefully. So I guess that's really it for this video. I hope that it works. Sometimes my webcam messes up. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Leave a comment telling me your New Year's resolutions, and if you had, you know, successfully completed yours from last year, let me know. And that's it. So I'll see you next year.